we love to listen to the whistle and we love to pop the cork. And let's see, actually, do we have corks today or are they screw caps? We'll find out. It is a special edition, Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. And I was talking with Michelle the other day. I know a lot of you enjoyed her being with me on some of these. And I said, you know what? Let's bring them back because it's the alternating Wednesdays that we're with Chuck Galentine with Defiance Ridge Vineyards. And we will be back with him very soon. We love our time together when we go out there. By the way, please do me a favor and support him. And when you think about gathering your friends and family, or maybe it's just you and your honey, go to Defiance Ridge. It's absolutely beautiful. And during the winter, we do have like crazy weather right now. Maybe if you can make your way there, you'll enjoy sitting by a fireplace and having a beautiful bottle of wine. They do have some of the best wine in our area. My mom and I stayed, get this, for 3 extra hours after the last Wet Your Whistle Wednesday with Terry Wakefield and his wife and had such a great time. Terry was teaching us all about chocolate. He is a Chief Chocolate Officer. I was like, I want that title, right? He's a chocolatier with so many different brands, and he taught us so much. We actually are going to debut that on our audio podcast tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. So be sure to listen to that one. We're going to talk about some chocolate and girlfriend time and good wine as well. Let me bring her in. Michelle Harman, you know her, you love her. She hasn't been on one of our Wet Your Whistles in a while, so we thought, let's bring those back. That way we're drinking every Wednesday.
I'm back.
I'm back. Yeah, this is a really fun week, right? We're talking about love. It's the big love week, one of the most romantic days of the year coming up on Valentine's. But all the people who say, I hate Valentine's Day. Hate is a strong word, but I understand when you're not in a relationship that you hate everybody talking about love. So that's why they came out with Galentine's. But it was actually, and I don't watch The Office, but I believe that's where Galentine's came from.
Was it The Office or was it Parks and Recreation?
Parks and Recreation, sorry. Parks and Recreation, which I don't watch either one of those. So that's why. Liz, what is Galentine's Day? And so if you were not familiar with the origin of it, that's where it came from. It was from an episode of Parks and Recreation. And then it just kind of stuck from there. And now there's Galentine's events everywhere. No one's going to have a better one than us, though.
We're going to have a blast.
Yeah, we are. And I don't even know by the time we get to tomorrow evening, just how many women will be showing up. I know it was well over 100 tickets that have been sold. I hope the snow doesn't deter people.
Yes. According to Beckett, we've got some snow coming.
And possibly sleet and freezing rain.
May mess it up.
It's today. So be careful today, by the way, because, if you are thinking about going out and about, you might want to get all your errands done and try to stay in and cuddle up with your honey and stay warm and stay off the roads so that the crews can clear the roads to get to Stonehouse of St. Charles tomorrow. Yeah, so we'll talk a little bit more about that. Michelle has been busy behind the scenes to get you ready for what we have on tap for you today. So we were talking about a no-brainer, which is chocolates, strawberries, chocolate-covered strawberries, flowers, all the things that men and women get for each other. And then the pairing of it, which we just talked about, in one of the more recent Wet Your Whistles, dark chocolate. Did you hear us talking about some of the crazy things that he had paired? I said something about white chocolate. I'm like, that doesn't even sound good.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was though.
Well, it was just things that you wouldn't think that would be amazing. And I'm like, okay, but we need somebody to teach us all these things. You've got a mixture that you got for us today. You want to run down what we have?
I got a little variety here. In terms of wine, I got a rosé, so it's a sweet rosé. I also got a ice wine, which we'll have to teach you a little bit about what an ice wine is. And then I also got a port.
Which ports, again, I think are a no-brainer for a lot of things, but typically I think of those at the end of a really good wine dinner.
It's a dessert wine.
Right? Or for all of you that love cigars, it's a great pairing with cigars. I wouldn't know, but my husband does. So again, Cockburns. Go ahead, Michelle.
Hopefully after your Valentine's Day, you don't have a cockburn. But today we are going to have a cockburn.
That's the port. And she actually was looking up what pairs best with chocolates. And this is what you found was ports and then ice wine. You want to tell them about an ice wine? And this one's from Montel, by the way.
So ice wines, they keep the grapes on the vine longer into the winter. And it has to be -8 degrees for them to pull the wine, and they have to hand pick them. And then they have the processing of it. They have to really gently press the grapes in order to get the juice out of it, and it is so much sweeter. And that's why I have
little.
I have little glasses today, because you only want like a little splash of it. It is very, very sweet.
But there are some incredible ice wines. And I originally, when I first, and this is why people teach you the pairings of it, because when I was first introduced to an ice wine, I'm like, oh God, no, it's too sugary. And then it was, hold on. Now let's pair it. But yes, we don't want a lot. So she was just talking about, again, -8 degrees Celsius or lower, allowing the freezing process to concentrate sugars and flavors within the grapes. It is very interesting. I actually like spicy food, as you know. That actually does well with ice wines, because you've got they cancel each other out, right? And then they blend well together.
And stinky cheese. Like a blue cheese, a blue Stilton.
Yeah. And then a rosé. Which the rosé, and Michelle was saying,
I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. I saw the bottle, and I'm a huge Elf fan of the movie, and I just thought it was so cute.
This is Mano's Elf Jingle Juice Sweet Rosé. By the way, isn't that the brand that came out with the Stanley Cup champion?
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, thank you.
The etched bottles.
Yes, for those St. Louis Blues fans, by the way. And I have a couple of those at home.
I do too.
So coral hues. Yeah, it's a little bit more coral than the true like red. I actually like the coloring in this better. Strawberry and blueberries. That's the hints of it. And it balances the line between refreshing and sweet in the most delightful way. So when Michelle told me what we were going to pair up, I was like, dear God, are we going to do 3 wines?
But we're doing small tastes because these are more dessert wines. So it's not like we're having a full glass.
We want to thank Zach Kimball. Zach is directing for us. We're going to give Zach some so he can taste a little bit of this. What would you can shout from behind the microphone. Of these 3, what would you think you would go towards?
Try the ice wine.
Oh.
I'm a stinky cheese fan.
All right.
He wants to do the ice wine with some stinky cheese. We don't have stinky cheese today, but you have a mixture of different chocolates.
Yes. Well, I wanted to get a dark chocolate covered strawberry, but unfortunately chocolate does not make a dark chocolate.
Really?
No, they only do milk chocolate.
Okay.
So in addition to that, I have just a regular dark chocolate piece there, and it's actually pretty. It's got grapevines on it. And then I got a dark chocolate covered raspberry, and then I also saw they had these bars that's a strawberry champagne truffle. Thought that would be interesting to try.
That sounds really cool. So of these 3, just by going to get them and researching them, what do you think you're going to be most excited by? And of course, this is why we do tastings, that all of a sudden it's like, oh, never mind, my palate completely changed. But just before we get into it, what do you think you're going to enjoy the most?
I'm probably going to enjoy having a cockburn.
You guys know that she couldn't wait for this day. I am thinking I'm going to like the champagne chocolate with the rosé.
Okay.
Okay, but you also have and that's the truffle one, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see about that.
I think the dark chocolate covered raspberry I'm excited about.
With the rosé?
No, with the cockburn.
And what about with the ice wine?
With the ice wine, I'm thinking that would go good with the strawberry.
I agree with that. So let's tell you a little bit more about, since she likes it so much, the port, the fortified wine. It's made from a blend of full-bodied young wines. She does like her guys younger, by the way. Aged for approximately 2 years in seasoned oak vats. Fruity flavors. So when you get this, if you want to, and we'll tell you about price points as well, ripe black cherries, the notes also of plum, and then dark chocolate, which is pretty indicative of a lot of ports, complemented by fresh red fruit aromas of cherry and raspberry. This one is sweet and inviting, and they're not all, by the way, when you have ports, they're not all. In fact, there's a lot of ports that remind me of sweet vermouth, and you've heard the story about me and sweet vermouth. They doesn't match. Chocolate, desserts, or a Stilton cheese, but it's very approachable. This is Cockburn's Fine Ruby Port, and it goes for $16.99. The ice wine we're going to do from Montel is $18.99. And again, you might find it lower or a little higher. And then the Mano's Elf Jingle Juice Sweet Rosé is $25.99.
Yeah.
And again,
and I don't know, I think we might just be paying for the bottle because it's funny, and I'm probably going to keep the bottle because I think it's hilarious.
She'll do something funny.
It actually says Elf food groups. So if anybody is familiar with the movie, candy, candy canes, candy corns, and syrup.
syrup. And what did he put it on? Spaghetti?
Spaghetti.
Oh, God, that just really turned my stomach. We're
Is there,
not doing
is
that
there
tasting.
sugar in syrup?
Then I like it. If you're just tuning in, again, we're doing a special Valentine's edition or Galentine's edition of Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. Myself and Michelle Harman. Okay, what do you want to start with?
Let's start with
the rosé?
Yeah, I think we'll start with the lighter one. It is a screw top.
Yes, actually, so all of them aren't they? Or does this one have a cork?
No,
in it?
the
cock
port
one?
actually has it's a cork, but
Is
it's
it rubber?
not a it's rubber on the tip.
Which would make a lot of sense. Okay, you said we were going to do
But
small.
we don't-
This is not small.
We don't need a corkscrew for that one. So
Oh, this is a really good nose, by the way. Again, this is the rosé. What were they saying the nose would be? So yes, strawberry for sure, and blueberries. You smell them both?
I am.
Okay, so what do you want to pair this with?
I want to go with the
I don't think milk chocolate.
I'm thinking
I
the
want
champagne
these.
truffle.
Oh, you're going to do the truffles with this? Is that what I said I thought I was going to like? Yeah.
The champagne truffle.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can reach around the mic here. Here we go.
What are
This
these
one.
again?
That's the dark chocolate covered
I
raspberry.
think that might be good as well. All right, we're going to pour one for Zach because he's hardworking behind the scenes. Let's give a little of the rosé to him in just a second. Okay, let's see. So rosé.
I don't have enough glasses.
Happy Galentine's to you. Ooh. We can drink out of these. Oh, this is yummy. No, you are actually going to like this. Oh, yeah. Come on over. Just reach your hand. We're real. This is very, people more and more and
There
more
you go.
are actually getting me to like rosé.
It's delicious.
I'm usually not a rosé fan, but because it's usually drier to me. This is sweet.
This is sweet.
Not sweet, folks.
Well, and it does say on the bottle sweet rosé.
It's because it's elf. This is what we want you to do, by the way. I've got some ideas. You like that,
Pretty
Zach?
sweet.
Not bad.
Not bad. So moving forward, my idea is when we do, whether it's with Defiance Ridge Vineyards or a new sponsor, because we have the opportunity on the alternate Wednesdays to have another sponsor with us, that we give away some bottles and then our audience gets to join us, whether it's live or maybe we tape something and we get to find out your palate. We get to find out what you like, right? Let's get them involved in it a little bit more. Okay, let's see. So you're pairing what? Oh, the truffle.
This is the strawberry champagne truffle, and it is dark chocolate.
You like it together? I do. See, this is exactly what I thought. Yep. Oh, this is really good together. So we're doing the rosé, and this is a strawberry champagne truffle from Chocolate.
Yep, and they just have a number of bars that were just kind of on the counter, and this one just caught my eye.
St. Louis
I thought that was
company.
cute. It is. Yep,
So
I ran into
support
Kirkwood.
local.
I ran into
These are
Kirkwood and
good.
picked them up.
Zach, we're going to give you this pairing because we think it's really, really good. Zach is hardworking behind us, and I want to make sure that he gets fed and he gets a chance to drink. Are you a good catch?
Yeah.
She's going to throw chocolate across.
It depends. I don't know. I've never thrown chocolate across a room before. There you
There we
go.
Yep. We needed him on the Kansas City Chiefs team.
I'm just afraid he's going to trip. There's so many wires and stuff, and then we're actually on top of a zebra.
We're on top of a zebra.
And the hairs are sticking up, so it's kind of a trip factor.
Here's the thing a lot of people talk about with Wet Your Whistle. Yes, 4:00 in the afternoon, and a lot of you are still at work, but hours are different, and a lot of people work from home, and there's no boss watching.
Well, during COVID, I was always driveway drinking at noon,
Exactly.
waving at the mailman as he was going by, like, hey.
And you know what we all went away from is doing our happy hours on Zoom, which I think we should still get back to because you can, get with people that are other states and other cities. Go back to that.
Yeah,
Obviously,
we
get in
did
person.
that a number of times.
Yes, we did. What do you think, Zach? Good pairing?
I think so.
I think so too. I think
Thumbs up.
I mean, I might be wrong, but I don't know that the milk chocolate would go well with this. We're not the chief chocolatier
Well,
like
here,
Terry Wakefield.
what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little nibble off the top.
I just don't. He was talking. You have to listen to that show. I mean, he was.
I can tell already.
No, right?
Mm-mm.
That is one of the many things that he taught. We have some really cool audio podcasts about education.
Yeah.
That one, Terry Wakefield, again, chief chocolate officer for 40 years in the chocolate business. And the things he was teaching, I was like, I think this is going to be a really good audio podcast. So that's tomorrow morning, by the way, at 8 a.m. And then the education. Did you all not love our positive talk time with Jessica Cook? It might be one of the best.
That was great. That was great. Seriously, that could branch off to 2 more shows.
Well, it's going
with everything you guys talked about.
And I'm not kidding when I tell you that we immediately changed the dog's food, and we will never give another milk bone again. I will never give a greenie again. Sorry for those that are behind these brands, but when she said 17% sawdust in something you're giving your dog,
That's disgusting.
we immediately, Jim goes, okay, come up with me. I didn't get a chance to see the whole show. What am I supposed to get? And I said, don't get this, don't get this. But yes, we're going to do a continuation show of her to tell us if you are getting kibble, what the best brands would be. But she's more into the dehydrated foods and the raw foods. And again, you think about what we're putting in our own guts. We got to take care of them as well. Those are your children. Those are your furry kids. So yes, but going back to the chocolate, Terry Wakefield had said the dark chocolates. And if it gets too bitter, then it's going to cancel out some of the wine. So if you're talking like getting 90, 95%, no, it was more like around 70 to 80%.
Okay.
But yes, the milk chocolate didn't seem like it would go with this. All right, let's try. So Zach's most excited about the ice wine. Okay, let me finish this. The ice wine. Okay, let's ask before we figure it out. What do you think the ice wine would pair best with?
I am thinking the
I was going to work out. It's not happening.
I was thinking the strawberry.
The milk chocolate with the ice. Okay, try it.
Yeah, I think that's what I said. Isn't that what I said? Yeah, because then I thought the port would go with the dark chocolate.
With the dark chocolate, yes. So Montel, by the way, beautiful winery. And if you haven't been in a while, and if you haven't been in a long, long time, and you were used to seeing all the trees, the trees are gone because now they see the view, right? But yeah, so support local.
This is a sexy little bottle.
She's bringing sexy back, and it's cold because it's ice wine.
And typically you're going to find ice wine in smaller bottles.
And it's so thick, by the way, because it's so sugary.
It's very syrupy.
All right, let's pour. Where's Zach's? Yeah, we're going to give some of this to Zach. So you think the ice wine would go best with the milk chocolate?
I'm thinking, I don't know. I mean, we can always break off a piece of the heart here.
Let's pour some for Zach. There you go. Watch how thick it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right?
And then you swirl it and you can see some legs.
Legs, yes, legs. She's got legs.
Have we talked about legs?
Yes, we have. But we haven't talked about legs in a while. The way it just clings to the glass. Some really good red wines. I loved it. And that doesn't really mean anything. People used to always go, oh, if it's got legs, it's got to be a better wine. And it's not true.
No, it's not true.
It is pretty.
It is really pretty. So sorry, I'm going to break your heart.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's hard to have all these beautiful
that was
designs.
Almost perfect.
Right down the middle. Right broken. Okay.
There you go. Here, we're besties, so we
Cheers.
Cheers.
We have to
Oh, and you know what? See, I wore this for you too.
I love you.
Because I love you.
That literally looks like I was her one Halloween. It was a really good costume. And I've got a pose just like that, by the way. Cheers, by the way.
Cheers.
We haven't done that.
Yep.
So ice wine with, we're doing it with the dark chocolate. I thought you said you
well, I got both. Whew.
Okay, that is way too sweet for me.
That is very sweet.
That's how the ice wines are, though. Okay. What about you all? What's your favorite pairing? I like red wine with chocolate. Oh, this actually is good together.
It's good with the strawberry, too.
What percentage of chocolate do you know? Dark chocolate is this?
Ooh.
Good question.
I do not know.
Because, again, 70 or 80% is a good pairing. But I don't know about with ice wine. We need Terry to join us.
I don't think it was. I don't think it said on the packaging. Quite honestly,
Zach, what's your thoughts on the ice wine?
I think I do need some stinky cheese to
Yeah.
get through some of that sweetness.
It's sweet, right?
Yeah.
That might be one of the sweetest ice wines. I'm going to throw you a dark chocolate. Ready? He is a good catch. Okay, that's not bad together. Let me see about this chocolate covered strawberry. And where are these from?
chocolate.
Okay, so everybody, if you haven't been to go get your honey chocolate jet, go support local.
Yeah.
Or maybe go over to Crown Candy Kitchen.
They prefer that you pre-order so that they can get them prepared. But right now, they when I went in there, they only have the half pound and pound boxes ready to go.
Well,
and it was funny because while I was there, I told her what I wanted, but I also wanted to get another variety. So I was walking around the store, and a woman came in with her 2 kids and said, "Do you have the chocolate covered strawberries yet?" And I started laughing. And then
she's got them all.
they got their stuff. And then another couple came in. Do you have the chocolate covered strawberries yet? It's like, okay, there's a theme here. Everybody's getting them ahead of time, but they do want you to pre-order.
Right. So a lot of you might be bringing your gal pals something for Galentine's Day tomorrow. If you are waiting to the last second to get your roses and to get your chocolates, don't get upset if you can't get exactly what you wanted because you waited to the last second, right?
Exactly.
Okay, I don't actually mind that.
I actually prefer the
chocolate covered strawberry,
chocolate covered strawberry
so
over the dark chocolate.
It actually cuts the sweetness of the ice wine. We don't have another strawberry for Zach. Zach, I think you would like that better.
It's in the
oh, we do? Okay. We'll let him taste
in the
that
green
later.
room.
All right. So if you're just tuning in, again, Wet Your Whistle Wednesday, we are concentrating on the Love Day, Valentine's and Galentine's. We're doing a rosé and an ice wine and a port, and we're featuring chocolate covered strawberries, me too, and some dark chocolate. And then we've got a strawberry champagne truffle from them as well. We haven't tried that one yet. You want to do that with the port?
I want to do that with the port. Yes.
Okay. So let's tell them about that one again.
The port? Oh, it is a dark chocolate covered raspberry.
Oh, now that I might really, really like. So this one,
I figured it was a good alternative.
You got a little pop in there.
It was a little pop.
Oh, so it is cork.
Yep.
So ports, we mentioned earlier, this particular one is not supposed to be overly dry.
Different
glass. This one's actually supposed to have a little sweetness to it.
Right.
Which now, I might prefer.
I tasted a bunch of ports in Portugal, which is where they come from initially, Portos.
And you like them or no?
There's a wide variety. There's tawny ports.
Yes, which I'm not a fan of.
This is the ruby red port. And
Zach's like, I want that. Come on over.
I know there's some others, and I'm like drawing a blank.
You want to give him a new one?
Yeah, this is a new one.
All right, we're going to give you a new one. So, folks, I would love to know what you are doing and what your plans are for your gals, for your honeys.
There you go.
Again, a lot of people consider it to be a Hallmark holiday. Dot and I broke that down about a week ago about the origination of
that was very interesting.
You
need to rewatch that show if you haven't.
Or maybe we turn that into an audio thing.
Oh, that would be a good one too.
So she traced it back, and of course it all goes back to Greek and Roman.
Everything.
Right?
Everything.
But the crazy thing was she was talking about arranged marriages, and she was talking about whipping.
Whipping with furs. Like we could whip somebody with a zebra rug.
I got done, and
because it's supposed to make the women more fertile. If they're whipped by furs.
It was. She's like, "Aren't you glad things changed?" I'm like, "Yes."
I don't know if a guy buys me furs, I do get a little more frisky, but just don't whip me with it.
Look at the origin, by the way, of Valentine's and Saint Valentine, and so Hallmark did a good job.
It's kind of a sad story, though.
It was. And I did not know that her mother had an arranged marriage.
I did not know that either. That is astounding.
And they were married for 60 years, by the way.
Okay,
Okay, so we want to do this with the raspberry, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So, folks, I hope you are enjoying. This is what I love about how we started Wet Your Whistle Wednesday, that it really was just kick back and enjoying some fun time together.
All right.
But this doesn't have a big nose on it. This doesn't smell like a port at all. Did you taste it already, Zach? Did you like it?
I didn't think it was going to be sweet.
Right.
Surprisingly, yeah.
So a lot of ports that I have been introduced to are more of the tawny ports. They taste like sweet vermouth.
What's the alcohol? I can taste it. I'm getting that alcohol on the backside. Does it say
this
on there?
Doesn't taste like a port at all. Oh, wow. That's very different.
It's actually very good. Now, I did chill these in the fridge. I definitely wanted the ice wine and the rosé to be chilled.
This says full-bodied and rich. Established in 1813. Why? Wow.
Why?
Hot burns, fine.
Somebody had to do it.
Porto. I don't think I've had a lot of ruby ports, evidently. And I wonder if they are sweeter. Tawny ports are, again, very, very similar to a sweet vermouth, which I don't like. I'm not seeing the percentage on here. But if somebody gave this to me, I would not at all think that this was a port. I would just think this was a regular red wine blend, actually. It tastes like a blend.
It's usually the blend of a couple because there is no vintage on that. Because I think I put it in the notes. I think they use at least two different. No, I thought so.
19%.
19%.
Thank you. 19% alcohol. No, this just says A fortified wine made from a blend of full-bodied young wines.
Right. Okay. So it's a blend.
Yeah,
So,
it tastes like a blend.
So they do choose a couple different.
I'd love to know what, though. Aged for approximately 2 years in seasoned oak vats.
Mhm.
So it's in oak. We're just going to tell you, if you want to go get this, it does taste like a blended red wine.
Mhm.
It doesn't taste like a port.
If you like sweet wine, you would.
Okay,
love
I
this.
got to tell you, of all the chocolates you got, this is my favorite.
This is the one I was most excited about.
This is very good. And I'm going to give half of this to Zach. I just broke it in half. I think he will like this. Did you just break a tooth?
No, I almost lost another piece. Seriously, I'm going to be covered with chocolate.
Do you like it together?
I'll let you know.
This is yummy. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Don't drop this one because this is the best one. Yes, 3 for 3. Wow, that's good. That's the best
delicious.
pairing. That's my favorite pairing. And we're going to go back through these one more time for you again. So we're talking Manos. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right or if it's Manos.
Manos.
It's Manos. It's all Greek
Tomato.
There you go, Dot. Manos Elf Jingle Juice Sweet Rosé, $25.99. You got all these from Friar Tuck. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cockburn's Fine Ruby Port, $16.99. And 2022 Montel Vidal Blanc Ice Wine for $18.99. We got some chocolate
Mm-hmm.
from chocolate, strawberry champagne truffles.
This is really good.
Yes, it is. We've got a dark chocolate. We've got a darker chocolate raspberry. And then we've got our chocolate-covered strawberries, which everybody loves, that are more milk chocolates. Okay, all three of us have had the pairings. Your favorite pairing?
Ooh, favorite pairing. I'm going to say the ice wine and the strawberry.
Okay, Zach?
I think it's one port and the,
Agreed. My favorite. So 2 of them go to the Cockburn Fine Ruby Port. Of course, she laughs. With the chocolate covered raspberry.
Zach likes a good Cockburn. He likes a good Cockburn.
It's more unique. Do you have any more of those? I like those.
These? No, I only bought 2. I should have bought more.
Yes, those are so good. Okay, so by the way, if you go and get your honey some chocolate, I would highly recommend.
They're the ones with the red swirl on them. Now, they did have these cute little 4-packs of the truffles with a variety. So 4 different kinds in it. And it was just this cute little pack, already like prepackaged. So you could just like slip it into a gift bag or something. But I didn't get that because I was getting all of this other stuff.
You know what? Not to do a disservice to milk chocolate covered strawberries. They're good, but I have a feeling that if we had dark chocolate covered strawberries, then maybe some of this would have changed.
That's what I was going for.
Fan.
I was disappointed they didn't have
shaking his head too. Okay, so everybody, we did this because it's Valentine's week, and I just want to remind you again and Michelle will be with me tomorrow. We got a lot of friends that are going to be there tomorrow night, by the way. So all of you, please drive safely. We've got all the crews. Please get out of their way. I'm going to go back to my traffic days. Get away from the trucks. Give them the space that they deserve and that they need. They are going to try to deal with snow and maybe a little freezing rain, maybe a little sleet, all of that coming. Give them time to clear so that you can get to Stonehouse of St. Charles with us tomorrow night. We're going to have a blast. It's Galentine's night. 5 p.m. is the broadcast time that we kick off for an hour before the big event starts at 6 p.m. If you've never been inside, we're going to show you some pictures. And thank you to the Young's Photo for taking this one for us. Look at those stained glass windows.
Oh.
I have never
so
been.
Pretty.
I can't wait to go and see Stonehouse of St. Charles, the big long hall where we're going to be. And then all of you that were smart enough to buy your tickets and you're going to be in the actual Stonehouse, which is over 200 years old. It is dating back and related, by the way, to Daniel Boone. Come early. She's going to give you a tour of the old Stonehouse. The property is just absolutely stunning. And there's going to be multiple days of Galentine's and Valentine's events that'll be there. It is sold out, by the way, for Valentine's night and on the 15th. That's going to be in the actual Stone House. So there's 50 people that will be in for Friday and Saturday night. But on Galentine's night, we can have up to 400 people. So for all of you that might be waiting to pull the trigger because you're waiting to see how the roads are going to look, fine. They'll still allow you to purchase tickets probably up till the last second, or maybe even when you're walking in. I think Ruth could probably take your money that day as well. But for those that have already been organized and bought your tickets, thank you. I know a lot of you are coming out. We're going to have themed boards of cocktails and charcuterie and music bingo and prizes to give away. And I can't wait to shop. My husband's probably not going to want me to, but I have a feeling I'm going to come home with a really cool hat.
I think you are. I have already predicted that. I know that credit card's going to be whipped out within 5 minutes of her arrival.
Have you seen their social media page though?
They have some really cute cowboy hats.
Oh my gosh, they look beautiful. And I only have one cowboy hat. And I used to have a lot because I worked in country radio.
You should have more to go with each of your boots.
Yes. Yeah, I like that idea. Jim's going to go, Michelle, shut up. End the show. All right, we're going to do just that. Cheers to you. Cheers to Zach.
Thank you, Zach.
Oh, you're all out?
I know.
What do you want to end your show?
I'll finish off my ice wine.
All right, everybody. We hope you have a wonderful Galentine's and a wonderful Valentine's. And we love you all. We really, really mean that from our hearts to your hearts. Thank you so much. And if you don't have a partner, I hope maybe you find that maybe in the next couple of days and into next year, you get a chance to celebrate. But don't look down upon those that have love. They have that blessing. It'll come for you in the right time. Understand that. Don't hate on love. Like, we got to get rid of hate in this world. Have a wonderful one. Excited about Galentine's Day. We will see you tomorrow.